Hi there. Welcome to Sunnyside Journals. Welcome to another installment of 'Tis the Season. I'm actually going to work on something today that I neglected to include back when I did sort of my introduction for my plans for Christmas journals this year. So hold on, I'm going to go get it. There we go. Ta-da! I'm actually going to work on a Better Homes and Garden binder cookbook. And I'm going to make it into a Christmas cookbook. So, or maybe like holiday cookbook. What is that? Holiday cookbook. I like that. This is a 1968 edition of the cookbook. Now, I had one left of my own, and then Nancy just barraged me. Barrage doesn't sound nice. Gifted me with like bags of these binders. So I can't recall if this one was the one I had or if this is one that my crush gifted to me. So, Nancy, if this was yours, thank you. And if this was mine, well, thank you to me. Thank you to the thrift store that had this. So what I'm envisioning for this journal is oh, hold on, wait a minute. I got to make sure I've got my timer going because you know me, I will talk too much. Yeah, I don't have it going. All right, here we go. Is it going? It's going. Yay! All right, here we go. I'm envisioning a mid-century modern domestic holiday goddess holiday prep book. So that's what I'm thinking I want to do. So I'm thinking about for the cover right off the bat is I want to cover this up. I like the red and white plaid here, gingham, and I actually like this spine because it gives a nice salute to its former life. So that's why I don't mind covering this part up and making it a little more festive. I'm going to be putting new end papers in. I'm going to be taking out most of these, most of the recipes, and possibly playing with the dividers and making them more festive. I can easily see this actually just being a Christmas journal for anyone who would prefer that. We'll see where this takes us. So I was initially thinking I liked this to go on the cover. I haven't trimmed it yet, so put your imagination caps on. It's not big enough to cover this, but that doesn't worry me because I can put a mat underneath it, or I could put a doily underneath it. A doily would be really good because you use doilies with food. I know we all think they're for craft projects, but initially doilies were used. You put them on plates, and then you put your little sandwiches and canapes and petit fours and that on the pretty doilies, and then you could toss them when you were done. So I could always put a doily underneath. I love this one. It's from that Norman Rockwell book that I got in Happy Mail recently. And it's sort of, I can just hear him saying, "Grandma, we're here." He's so cute. So I love that. But in this book, I found a couple more that I like. So I actually want to take them out of the book so I can see better. I really love this. And I think I could use not only this picture, but I think inside I could use this title, Home for Christmas. And I'm really, really leaning towards this. So I want to get it out of there. This is a glued book, so I have to just slice it out. So we'll do that together. And that way I can get a better idea in my mind's eye whether this is the right one or whether I just want this and use and use a different picture for the cover. I'm not sure yet. So we'll do it together. Come on. Out you come. Thank you. Oh, I took two. Well, I only want one. Oh, you know what? Oh, you came along for a reason. I might want to use that contents. So I like those. And then there was one back here that I like. I like that one. I really like that picture. So that looks like a cozy little home. Just want to be able to get as much of it as possible because I don't know how much I'm going to have to trim off. Let's make that a little bigger so I can reach right in. It's a cold and damp and rainy day up here where I am in my neck of the Canadian woods. I'm actually not in the woods. But that used to be what the world thought Canada was, just either forest or Arctic. I actually live in a pretty little town that's surrounded by, so for now, surrounded by farms, which I like. Alrighty, so let's get those out of the way. So here's what I'm thinking, possibly, let me take that off. For this one, again, I would trim it to the size I need. I think I would lose the wall and the gate, and that's okay. This is what's important to me. I want at least a few of the trees and stars. Now here's the tricky one, because that H comes up so high that I'm going to probably lose this little pot that tree is in. But I do love that door, although the color scheme of this one doesn't match as much to this red. The balls match it, but I find the pink distracting. Whereas this one, because it's all warm yellows, that red door really pops. I think I'm going to have to cut them and see. Let's put this out of the way. I'm probably going to use that. Oh, rats. I like that too. Oh boy, this is a dilemma. Boy, but it's the wrong red. This is a warmer red than this red, and that would drive me nuts. But I could use it inside. Oh. What do we do? All right, so I want to trim off that bottom. So 1968, so I would have been 8 years old in 68. So I'm going to take the fence off. Now, who knows? Maybe I'll find somewhere else to put a little fence, but no, I don't think so. Let's tighten up that raw edge from where I had to use the cutting knife. All right, so now we've got that, and Home for Christmas. See, I may need to fussy cut around that. So that means sorry, how's your ears? That hurt mine. All right, I may need to cut there. That will give me enough room over that H to fussy cut around it. And I still have all of that tree, but I lose the pot, and that's okay. So that can still be, I can go around that if you know what I'm thinking about. I love that. Now, see, it's so wide, and I've got to figure out what I would lose. if I use this. But for now, I'm going to take off that's the rough edge that's not even. So I'm at least going to make it even, and then I'll decide. Then I'll start laying it down and taking a look and seeing what jumps out at me. Or maybe none of them are going to work for what I want. So that is definitely long enough this way. I think I will still put a mat underneath to make it really pop. But I need to bring it in quite a bit. And if I bring it in enough, I'm going to lose the Christmas tree that's in the house. I don't know. It'll get used somewhere. I really love this one. I love the simplicity of it. So it would need to... I want to be able to show enough of this gingham. In case you were wondering why I'm thinking of trimming it off. And I think I would have to bring it right in. How wide is that? That's there. So I'd have to bring it into about there. But I would still have some Christmas trees and a little bit of the path. That could work. But I still love this. I'm still coming back to that. Now don't worry. Oh, Catherine, you already cut these out. There's nothing on the back. So they're just ready to go in case I want to use them somewhere else in the book. And I'm okay with that. And I'm even okay with the fence I cut off. That's okay. I seldom use an illustration that big. Not very often. These books are bigger than a usual junk journal. I really do like that. I think I'm going to go and see if I can find... This is black, but it's a faded black, and it almost is starting to look navy blue. So I'm going to have to keep that in mind. I'm going to pause for a second and go and check and see what I've got in the way of black paper. Hold on. All right, so here's... Yeah, navy's not going to work. It's definitely not faded light enough for the navy. Navy's off the table. But black... Here, I'll show you where my dilemma is. See what I mean? See the difference here in the color? It almost looks like navy blue. Maybe it is navy blue, but this definitely looks black here. And I think as a border, black would still be okay to use. So this is a vintage page out of an old photo album. Now, I have this scrapbook paper. The back side is black. It's a little smoother than the vintage photo album. And it's a little bit of a cooler black than that. This is a warm black. That's a cool black. If you can see that. I hope my camera is showing the difference. But I do like the smoothness. But that is a closer... I like that. And I love that this is actually the real deal, since this is sort of the era that I'm going for. In 68, probably still would have been using photo albums like this. I'm not sure if those dreadful stick them on and lay down the acetate albums had become popular yet in 68. I think that was more like 70s. I could be wrong. All right. In case you're wondering, in case you're new here, and welcome, I find for me, for my inspiration, when I'm working on a new journal, I do better when my cover is ready to go. It really, really sets the spirit for me for what the interior is going to have in it. So I'm just going to take this white off. I don't want it. Hope I'm in. I am. Okay. So let's take this off. Gosh, my brothers would have worn, well, we all would have worn outfits like that. And my mother would have looked lovely like that with pearl earrings and a strand of pearls. Alrighty. So here's what I'm thinking. See what I mean? That black just makes that picture pop. Now, I want to gently see if I can, there's just a little bit of muck here, and I'm not sure if it's a stain or if it's just dirt. It's not that old, so I feel like I can be a little vigorous. It's a cookbook, and I don't know about you, but my cookbooks, they pretty well have a little bit of the food from every meal I ever used them for right on the paper. And I like that. Yeah, that's just there, and that's okay. Again, Nancy and I were talking about this just the other day. We are the kind of, well, I shouldn't speak for her, but I got the impression that she agreed. I am a vintage and antique lover who enjoys those little imperfections that come on, that are on old things that show that it used to have another life before it was mine. It belonged to someone else, and it served a purpose, and it had a life. And I'm not one of those ones that necessarily wants it restored to perfection. And if you ever watch any of those shows where, like Antiques Roadshow and that's something that they always say to people when they bring in, you know, say a beautiful secretary's desk or something, and they'll say, who refinished this, because it would have been worth so much more if they had just left it alone. So now, that said, these are a dime a dozen, so don't be thinking, well, Catherine, then why are you even playing with this? I'm playing with it because we make junk journals. And if somebody wants one of these, yeah, I've got like 6 in my cupboard right now. All right, so I'm okay with the little imperfections. Now I want to be able to cover the letters. And is that, what is the widest? So they are about the same. All right, I want to give myself a little bit of leeway. Yeah, I think I'm crossing my fingers that this is going to be the one that does it. I'll know when I lay it down and can dream about it a bit. That will get used. Now, where's my other little pencil mark? Did I put it on the other side? Oh, come on. Where did I put it? There it is. I see it. There you are. You were hiding. There we go. All right. So let's see if let's see. It might not be the right size. It is. Yay. Okay. So far, so good. Let's see how far I can move it over. There. Oh, yeah. So that would be where that goes. And then we've got this handsome fellow. So that's how we make a small picture cover up a bigger mess. I like that. But now I'm thinking, here's something we could do. Now, I'm just here. I want to show you what I'm imagining. I've got lots of these, so don't worry. What if I cut a longer one? So pretend this is one long sheet. I cut a longer one like that. I put the picture up there. Hold on, I'm going to pause. It's my metal doodads box. And what about oh, I'm dropping things. What about instead putting a book plate? I could double mat this. Oh, I think I like the old brassy better than the silver. So that could be here. This will give you an idea of what. Yes, yeah, I need to cut a bigger one. And I think I need to put a white mat under. Nope, that's not the one. All right, hold on. I'm going to go find it. Okay, hold on. Let me move my metal doodads box. I couldn't find any white sort of scrapbook weight paper, but I have scrapbook paper. It's just lavender on the other side. I can use this side. I think it's too white, but I do have sort of an off-white, and I like that better. It's a closer match to how this has aged, and it's not pure white anymore. So here's what I'm thinking. So again, we're going to imagine that that's all one piece of paper, that black. I've got a new one here. I'm just going to cut a new one. We'll take him off. And then I just want a bit of white. Yeah, around that to there. Yes. All right, I'm going to trim. So I'm going to pause you again and trim these pieces of paper so that I don't waste time while you just watch me running that orange thing up and down on my board. So hold on. Okay, so I've got them cut to the lengths I want. So now let's see. So that will go somewhere there. Not sure exactly where yet. Let's just say for now there. Then I've cut a mat for behind this main picture, so it would go there. Like that. So far so good. It's not perfectly. And then book plate and a little paper to go behind it would approximately go there. Thinking I want a brighter gold. I'm thinking that oiled brass gets lost. Where's my metal doodads? Move you over. I'm really liking this. That's cute. And I'm thinking, I wonder if silver would be better. I seldom work with silver. These are, see, I write so that I remember when people send me happy mail. I write names whenever possible. so that I can be grateful. Okay, so here's silver. Let's get a rock. Sorry, happy family. So this is silver. It doesn't quite fit yet. I do like the silver, and the silver looks nice on that black. That's nice. I also have an oval one. That oval one is quite nice. What else do I have? I have silver in elongated. And the elongated would let me make this mat a little bit smaller so I can see a bit more of the gingham. But you get less of room for a title. What else have I got here? No. I've got a drawer pull. Oh, that's kind of nice, actually. See, if I was making this for me, I'd put that drawer pull there. Let me show you. That's cute. 'Cause it just reminds me of, Grandma opening up her kitchen cupboard to pull out her recipe book. But I'm not sure. I'm still leaning towards, and I only have one left, so this would be the place to use it on a beautiful, memorable. Do I have more here? Hold on. Oh, that's just square. No, I don't like that. No, I think I'm leaning towards the silver. Now, I'm going to go find my brain cramp. Brad's. Hold on. Okay, so I got a little worried. I thought I only had this, but 75 cents. Hopefully I got it on an off day because it's not very full, but you know what? That's 75 cents well spent because there's silver ones in there because I want silver. Now in here, I've got little square silver ones. Let me show you. They're kind of cute. Hold on. Now, hopefully that's not blurry. Come on. You're not going to do it, are you? There we go. It's, for Pete's sake. There it is. It's square shaped. No, don't like the square. Boy, that was a quick decision, wasn't it? Now, I don't think I've ever opened this. It's still taped shut from the thrift store. Alrighty. Now, the silver ones, definitely silver ones hold it in place. But I do think I still need some on the corners. Now, do I want the corners down here, or do I want the corners here, or do I want the corners into... Oh, and look at the time. It's 29 minutes. All right, so I think, here's what I'm going to do. The next time we get together, this will be done. Here's what I think I'm going to do. I think I'm going to mount this black onto some thicker, like chipboard. I want it up a bit. I want a little bit of texture, a little dimension to it. This is a big enough journal. It can handle it. And that way, if I want to add some silver to it, it'll look like it's up for the job. And there goes my timer. All right, thank you. Well, I wish I had got more done today, but you can see the direction I'm hoping this is going to go, and I'm already really, really liking this. I can see how this could be a fun journal for someone because you'll be able to fill it with your own recipes and maybe have a section for pictures of people eating their meals, or you know what I mean? There's a lot of, I think that would give a lot of options as a Christmas journal. All right, I'm going to go. Thanks for joining me again today for another 'Tis the Season. Subscribe if you thought it was fun. Take care. Bye.